Good evening. This is Brian Thomas Simons, and these are the main headlines of this hour. Among other news,
Donald J. Trump, the inaugurated 47th President of the United States, announced in his January 20th speech executive orders with sweeping effects that were widely celebrated by his followers. Federal aid for California will be conditioned to Governor Newsom agreeing to a leaf raking program to prevent fires and to end the state's immigrant sanctuary status. B. California relief funds will be directed to mass deportation operations as soon as Newsom ends the state's immigrant sanctuary status. C. A restriction order will be requested for former President Joe Biden, who still wants to get into the White House in the belief that he was elected for a second term in the last elections. D. Banks in the Federal Reserve System will be required to have at least 10% of their reserves in cryptocurrencies coined by President Trump, and 2% in cryptocurrencies coined by the First Lady. E. The Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, recently pardoned by President Trump, will become his personal guard. If Putin has one, why can't I have one too? Asked the 47th president rhetorically. F. Adult immigrants not admitted by the countries to which they are sent will be deported to the sea, while minors will be deported to Thailand or Libya, depending on what country is willing to bid a higher price. Disgraced InfoWars host Alex Jones will be Deputy Communications Secretary in the new White House. As such, he has declared that from now on, FEMA aid packages will include InfoWars survivalist merchandise. B. The Sandy Hook parents who won a lawsuit against him will be included in the list of terrorist organizations, and the DHS will act accordingly to their new status. C. It will become a priority for the FBI to corroborate Jones's newest theory about the assassination attempt on then-candidate Donald J. Trump. The presence of the incel for 26 minutes on that roof reveals an elaborated conspiracy that can be traced back to Kennedy's assassination, declared the new Deputy Communications Secretary. D. It will become a priority for the FDA to provide proof that chemicals inducing people to become gay are no longer used in the water supply of a list of cities the Deputy Communications Secretary will produce in the next few days. HHS Secretary, RFK Jr., admitted that the case demanded the use of all resources available to him. Commander. Former President Biden's dog, who was removed from the White House after causing the death of a Secret Service agent and biting many others, would have been responsible for more casualties. Commander. Included in Biden's pardons for 11 years, as his son Hunter, would have led to the demise of other 5 people according to the findings of a grave in the back of the White House. The pardon makes it pointless to open a criminal cause, but we believe we owe at least an explanation to the relatives of these people, for years believed missing by their loved ones, declared current FBI Acting Director Brian Driscoll.
this has been the news of this hour. Sponsored by Church of the Holy Redeemer's Power in the Spirit. Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal Savior? Did you vote for Trump in 2016 and then in 2020? This is the right church for you. If so, Church of the Holy Redeemer's Power in the Spirit is the only Christian church that can promise you in the Lord to have 72 virgins in heaven for only a donation of $50 a month. You will have access to those 72 virgins in heaven. For an additional $25, you will be allowed to replace 10 of them, and for $100, Heaven Premium, you will be allowed to choose them for yourself. Guaranteed, if you're not satisfied with those 72 virgins after you die, full refund of your money. We accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover.